Welcome back to another episode in the Tennessee Titans franchise, week 3 in our 3rd season, so S3W3. We're currently 2-0. I'd like to make it 3-0, make it the 3rd consecutive win at the beginning of this season. We're going to be playing against the Las Vegas Raiders, an incredibly well-rounded team. You're going to see that when we go through the team. We have a few things to look at, actually. We've got players ready to negotiate. That's a lot of players, by the way. We've got weekly awards. We've got the mock draft #1. We've got a forecast for heavy rains. Regional focus scouting. Then we're going to be taking a look at the Raiders. Then we will be doing weekly strategy, upgrade players, and then we'll be done. So, delegate decisions to staff. Well, that was quick, wasn't it? All right, here we go. Mock draft #1. Just want to see where they place us currently. I would really like for EA to fix the stupid draft bug. That means that I have to go and edit each team's rookies ahead of playing the week. Pretty dumb bug, if you ask me, especially if it was something that worked for the past 3 Maddens and now all of a sudden it's completely broken. Don't really get why, but okay. So we're placed here at spot number 22, Desmond Ricks. Of course, things will be moving over the course of the season. I hope we do extremely well and end up on the 32nd spot again. But yeah, there we go. We're touted to go for this cornerback. I personally have to say, I can see myself going for quite a few other positions. Left-hand side linebacker might not be one of those because I kind of sorted that one. The player that we do have there has a hidden depth trait, but he's pretty lowly ranked. So that might be something that we take a look at. At center, we'll have to see how that works out. But overall, I'm just waiting for more information on all of these players here. All right, so first thing taken care of. Next thing, let's just take a quick look at the weekly awards. Who got a weekly award? There we go. Caleb Farley, 1 tackle, 1 interception, and 1 touchdown. So he took one back to the house. It's actually pretty well done. Bryce Young for the Panthers did well. Devondre Campbell for the Packers, and Trevor Lawrence for the Jags. So nice performances all around here. Next up, 20 players are willing to negotiate. Let's go check out that one here real quick. There are quite a few notable ones in here that I certainly want to keep around. I'm looking at players like Malik Willis, like Matt Stafford. I'm looking at players like, who else is there? Hassan Haskins, Kyle Phillips, Robert Woods. I mean, Kyle Phillips, certainly want to keep him around. I really think that he has a future with us. Chig Okonkwo, well, he's my dude. He's just my dude. I really want to keep him around. Logan Thomas. All of the mentors will not be getting a new deal. I'm also thinking real hard, do I want to give a new deal to Andre Dillard? Or do I just bring in a mentor to help us out on that position? Tyler Shatley, Peter Skoronski needs a new deal, but he will accept the option, so we're going to work with that. John Feliciano, just a mentor. On right tackle, Nicholas Petit-Frere needs a new deal, of course. Chris Hubbard. We've got, who else do we have here? Well, quite a few mentors again. On the defensive side, it's Glenn Sprinkle. That's the dude. CJ Mosley's just a mentor. Nobody on outside linebacker. Cornerbacks, Caleb Farley, Roger McCreary, Kelvin Joseph. A lot of dudes that want new deals. So big question marks all over the place here. Amani Hooker. He does have very, very low re-sign interest, so I'm really questioning that, if that would be clever to dish out a big deal. Evan McPherson, I would like to keep him around. It's just a very good kicker to have, right? So we're just going to be taking a look at which players we can lock down pretty quickly. All right, Chig Okonkwo. He's my #1 tight end. He's 25, and I certainly want to keep him around. So I'm going to give him a 5-year deal. I want to see what he would like to see in terms of the offering here. Well, he really wants to stay, so I'm gonna give him 5 mil here. We're gonna go with 4.5. Let's go like this. All right, so Chig Okonkwo wants to stay. That is great. Amani Hooker doesn't want to stay. I'm gonna be looking at Caleb Farley next. Start negotiations. What would you like to see? That is player friendly. Wait up. What was the neutral offer? A 3-year deal. 2.5, 2.1 on the fence. All right, so I reckon we could get that done next time around. Roger McCreary, 25 and 83. Again, he wants a lot of money. That's around 5 mil per year. But is he really a player that I need to keep around, or is he a player that I want to keep around? Are there similar players? I think that we could give him a deal. Let's just see exactly what he wanted to get. All right, for next one, lockdown. Amani Hooker would be good to keep around, though. I mean, as a free safety, I feel like that could work. Nicholas Petit-Frere, I certainly want to have him as my right tackle. I want to keep him around. He does want quite a lot of money, though. We're going to go with 4.5 and 4.5. All right, Nicholas Petit-Frere stays. That is good. Caleb Farley, Kelvin Joseph, Kyle Phillips. Again, another one of those. I don't really want to see him leave here. So I'll just be hiking that up a little bit. All right, Kyle Phillips stays. That is good. Kelvin Joseph, Malik Willis. I would like for him to stay around. I'd like for him to stay around. Not quite sure if he's worth all that money. Andre Dillard is just a backup player. CJ Mosley, Eric Rowe, Robert Woods, John Feliciano, Matt Stafford, Tyler Shatley. There's a lot of mentors back here. Evan McPherson. I want to lock this dude down. I mean, we could just keep re-signing him over and over and over. Yeah, I think that giving him a good offer. All right, so he wants a little bit more of an incentive. Hassan Haskins. And Peter Skoronski, he'll accept the option. All right, Malik Willis, I'm going to hold out on this one. He doesn't really want to stay, which I can actually understand. I'd like for him to stay around as an absolute backup player. I don't see the need to really go all out here. What is a very player-friendly offer? Let's go like this. Let's go down to 4 and 2.5. I think something like that would make sense. All right, so Malik Willis stays as well. Amani Hooker, what do we do with him? He's 27 right now, 3 years deal. I could see myself giving that to him, though. Could see myself giving that to him. On the other hand, I have Terrell Burgess, who's not that far off. I could use Sean Murphy Bunting on this position as well. So we might just hold off on that one, because I'd really have to pay a lot of money. I don't want to do that. Kelvin Joseph, similar situation. He might be a good backup cornerback. He might be good to grow. So we're going to give him a 5-year deal. I will hike this up to 1.9 and 1.3. All right, so he stays as well. We still have 19 mil cap left over. Yeah, don't see myself going for these here. Hassan Haskins, he's a nice player to have around. Then again, I could get anybody here for this position. I could use Derrick Henry as a fullback who will be around anyways. Josh Whyle could fill in, so Hassan Haskins might be getting cut. That was the first Passover. Might have to take a look at all of those negotiations that we just handled. Next up, the forecast, heavy rain. Let's discuss this and then check out the Raiders team. Well, Levis, it looks like it's going to be raining for the entire game this week. It probably won't take long for the conditions to get pretty sloppy. What's our plan on defense? Run the ball. With a slick football and on rough footing, it'll be hard to establish a good rhythm in the passing game, so practice our handoffs because we're going to be doing a lot of that this week. You're grounded. Beat the Raiders, rack up 150 plus rushing yards. All right, starting out here with an absolutely elite player, Caleb Williams. He's our opposing QB here. He's 6'1", 221 pounds, 23 years old, out of USC. X Factor, 10th best ranked QB in the game already. Looking extremely tough, extremely solid, very dangerous. They've got Jimmy G in here and Aiden O'Connell, two players that are actually on the Raiders at the moment. The running backs consist of Josh Jacobs and X Factor, Will Shipley joining from Clemson, and Greg Smith out of Western Michigan. We've got one rookie here, and Will Shipley, who has 1 year of experience. He's a starter player, so I did give him a quick makeover. Greg Smith didn't get a quick makeover because he's no starter player, plus he's the third running back, so we might be excused there. John Lovett is the fullback here. Wide receivers, we've got Devontae Adams, 32 years old, 95 overall, still going extremely strong and no regression here. Impressive actually. Hunter Renfrow, Jacoby Myers are two super solid wide receivers. we've got Trey Tucker out of the 23 draft and Keon Coleman out of the 2024 draft. And here we go. This is what he looks like. I did give him a quick makeover as well because he's 75 overall at age 22, so he might be growing to being an actually pretty good 80 rated player at the mid 20s. Tight end, of course, Michael Mayer, one of my favorite players from a lot of my franchise rebuilds and franchise series that I did. 7th best ranked tight end in the league. I'd love to have him on my team, to be honest, but Chig Okonkwo is my tight end in this series here, so that's who we're going to be going with. We've also got Shane Zylstra and Tanner Kosiol out of the previous drafts. Left tackle Colton Miller, 29.90. Behind him, Clint Turk, that's a rookie as well. Clint Turk with a hidden dev trait, got a quick makeover, no questions asked. But Colton Miller, very solid at that position. Left guard Dylan Parham, 26.81. Behind him, Tyler Booker, another rookie, another hidden dev trait. Very well drafted players here by the Raiders, so that was well done. At center, we've got Andre James, 28.75, and Brian Boren, 23.59. Right guard, Cesar Ruiz, 26.84. Dean Payton, 23.62. Solid setup here. Right tackle, Jermaine Eloy-Monoro. He's the first player that's 70 rated, so 30.76. And behind him, Thea Munford, 25 and 70. But the strength is super high, 93, so good protection here for Caleb Williams. Left edge, James Smith Williams, 28 and 75 overall. Behind him, Byron Young, initially on the LA Rams, so that's an interesting move here, but probably more success to be had with the Raiders. Right edge, Bilal Nichols, 28.78. We've got Javonte John Baptiste here. He's 23 and a 76 rated player. He's a normal dev trait, but I did give him a makeover. Why did I do that? Well, because he's got Bilal Nichols ahead of him, who's 28 and 78, and I'm sure Javonte John Baptiste will be overtaking him in no time, which means that this player will be a starter by then, and then he needs a makeover anyway. So there we go. D tackles, Poona Ford. We've got Moro Ojomo. We've got Neil Farrell Jr. and Rashad Anderson, quickly spoken. Didn't get a makeover because he's the 4th string D tackle, of course, and a lot of other players ahead of him. On the same hand side, he doesn't look that far off. We might give him a makeover when we play against the Raiders next time. Left outside linebacker, of course, Max Crosby, a relentless X factor, will be piling on the pressure. Behind him, Ken Gallagher, without any special dev traits. Danny Stutzman is the starter here at mid linebacker. He's got a star dev trait, which is why he got a makeover. He looks pretty nice already, I have to say. He's got good stats in there, looks well rounded, and that at age 22. Jelani Tyjae to add some power at mid linebacker, and Amari Burney, 25.71. Right outside linebacker, that's Tyree Wilson, 25 and 82. Khalil Mack as a backup, a bridge player and or mentor, as a mentor for Tyree Wilson. So the defense is looking super solid, actually. On the cornerback situation, we've got Nate Hobbs, we've got Jacorian Bennett, Ambry Thomas, Noah Ikpenogany, formerly of the Dolphins, Brandon Williams, and Tracy Falk. That's a rookie. I did redo the bottom two, but looking at these three here, they're just really extremely solid, rounded cornerbacks, high speed and acceleration for Jacorian Bennett, and Nate Hobbs being the best in the bunch here in terms of the overalls, just going to be leading this group here. Free safety is Malachi Moore, a pick out of the 2024 draft. He is 23 years old, 84 overall, with his superstar dev trait. Of course, he was remodeled here a little bit. Number 19, 20 ranked free safety in the game. Christopher Smith, the second, is behind him, 25.71, also looking quite decent. He's got good stats in terms of the physicals. Technique, of course, is always a factor that needs to be reworked and improved quite a bit. At strong safety, we've got Grant Delpit, another superstar. We've got Antonio Johnson, 23.75, and Brandon Sweet, who's a rookie. No makeover because he's the third string dude. But Antonio Johnson added the 23 draft, already looking pretty nice, actually. Kicker is Daniel Carlson, and the punter is AJ Cole, the third. That's a superstar. So there we go. A lot of superstars facing us. An absolute beast of a quarterback. We've got good receivers. We've got a fantastic tight end. You can see the stats. So we, of course, are going to be focusing on the short passing again. Practice intensity will be full pads. We're going to be going with the backups here on the right edge position. Definitely want to train Adisa Isaac as much as I possibly can. Right outside linebacker, same thing. We're going to try and get Zach Harrison up to speed. As far as my free safety position goes, I mean, you know, Amani Hooker, yeah, he's good. If he doesn't want to re-sign the deal, we'll have to fix that up in the off-season. I did re-sign quite a few players that I think are vital for, you know, just to keep everything flowing here. But we could try and just get some reps into Terrell Bridges, get him improved. We might even get to use him. And the cornerbacks will be splitting as well. A player like Sean Murphy-Bunting could take over at free safety, and I wouldn't even feel bad about that. Next up, the offensive game plan. What do we do here? Throw it medium against an extremely well-polished defense here. I'm not going to be doing that. We need to run it anyways. We need those 150 yards. Joe Alt out injured, so Andrew Dillard will be taken over at left tackle. Apart from that, no injuries. That is pretty good. Running back will be splitting. Wide receivers will be splitting, of course. Tight ends, I think I will be focusing on Okonkwo a little longer. Apart from that, I think everybody is looking pretty good. Graham Barton is a little bit tired, so I'm going to go with the backups here. Just want to take the pressure off of him as much as I can. The team profile, what do we do? Sonny Styles still in there. Will Levis and Dylan McMahon are the focus players. We're not going to change that. 200 plus rushing yards. Let's try and go for that, shall we? Let's go 20 points or less. Let's go 300 defensive yards. And here we will go with no sacks allowed. If I get the ball away, those points are mine for sure. And I think that is realistic. All right, no injuries. Only a backup player got injured. One of the practice squad players. So that is to be taken into consideration. We're going to work on the accuracy for Evan McPherson because that is only a little bit lower. I'm just going to share that. It's only 98, so kick power is 98 as well. And yeah, you know, he just needs to improve, man. Sean Murphy-Bunting, who could take over at free safety. I wouldn't even bat an eye about that. Wouldn't even feel bad. I think he would do extremely well there. Chig Okonkwo gets an upgrade here at 82 overall now. Possession has been upgraded. Will Levis gets an upgrade. That is fantastic. Field general. And with still no scheme fit. For crying out loud, guys. How long will we have to upgrade him? And Dylan McMahon also gets an upgrade. That is fantastic. With a temporary buff of a +2, he's now base 73. And that is looking extremely good. Nissan Stadium in all its glory, in air quotes. Player spotlight this week. Chigo Okonkwo. Last week, 181 receiving yards, 7 receptions, 69 yards after catch. He did really well. We were actually battling for that game up until the last minute. And I reckon this time around it'll be somewhat of a similar experience here. The Raiders are a rough and very tough team. Maybe we've proven that we're not bad either. All right, so I think we should be able to get something out of this. But still, it is going to be a challenge to prevail against this team here. As you just saw, it's extremely well-rounded. Defense is very, very good. Offense is actually way better than it looks, I would like to say. So all of that, you know, mixed together, I think we're going to be having quite the uphill battle here from beginning to end. But for now, I will be trusting in my players. We're going to try and establish the run immediately. Tyjae Spears going to go towards the left-hand side here. There we go. And there is a little bit of space taken down after 8 yards. Only 142 more to go. Yeah, I know. It's still a lot of yards to go. The Tyjae Spears should have a field day today. I'm hoping for that. I'm really hoping for that. Let's go with an inside zone split, left-hand side. Wow, what is that? Inside zone split is what I want to see. Nothing else. Play art was completely foobar, and this is Spears breaking through, getting a first down. All right, 2 rushes, 12 yards. 6 on average. We're going to go with a halfback base. Chris McAdams will be going for a run here. Can we get something here? Can we get something? And frickin' hell, we cannot. Number 62 was kind of rushing and kind of blocking the route. Well, that was pretty suboptimal, I would like to say. And there is an X factor active. Not great. Let's go. Tight end attack. We're gonna try to get Okonkwo. We have to push Max Crosby out of that zone. Perfectly done here. Chigo Okonkwo stepping out of bounds. 29-yard pass. Very quick. I think we should have pushed him out of the zone again now. We needed 20 yards. He was coming on the side. Max Crosby. Oof. I was breaking it a little bit. If only a little bit, but still. Alright, so no more zone for him. Tyjae Spears. Ball is live. Number 49. That's Jaelyn Vaitai. With a quick stop. Inside zone, left-hand side, 2nd and 6. Gonna be going straight for him again. These are the players. Malachi Moore, Max Crosby, and Grant Delpit. Game day factories. Hurry up. No huddle results in slightly reduced clock runoff. Alright. Go, 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 go! And we escape. Tyjae Spears. Very nice pickup here. I think 10 yards or something like that. Doing a little dance. Kyle Phillips going, wait, what? Malachi Moore frustrated. Exactly as it should be. Zone split weak. Left-hand side run. Tyjae Spears showing signs of wear and tear here. And there's space. Tyjae Spears breaking through. Malachi Moore stopping him at the 3-yard line. That was well done. That was really well done. All right, let's go for his spacing here. I'd like to hit Wells Jr. Wow. Well, that was not accurate at all. All right, 42 seconds. Grant Delpit slaps it away. Derrick Henry with a slightly curved run. Can we break through here? Can we break through here? Well, we should do that. Yes, we do. We break into the end zone and Derrick Henry gets the touchdown in this season. Come on, defense. Defense holds them. Gigantic performance here by our defensive players. Let's go with the quick slants here. Quick setup. Kyle Phillips, Treylon, Burks, got Okonkwo on the outside. Go, 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 go. Treylon Burks, I was knocked out. Oh, that would have been a crazy good pickup here. But Jacorian Bennett was there. We're going to try get the outs done here. Kyle Phillips, maybe. Maybe a dagger. We have something better here. Let's go with the verticals. Let's drag him apart a little bit more. I'd love to get a Okonkwo. Kyle Phillips, safety valve, number 1. Wow. Tough dude. And he's really fighting for the yards, holding onto the ball, and he gets good yardage on that one. 13 seconds. 13 seconds, 13 yards. I don't think we'll get this one here, so we're going to go with the zone toss, which is immediately going to be turned over anyways. The question is, how much do I want to fix regarding contracts? Do I trade Amani Hooker? Do I address the situation immediately? I think it would be clever to do that, actually. It would be clever to do that. Find a player that has a longer contract, and then just really go for it. Tyjae Spears into the end zone, and it's our 2nd touchdown. Well done, my man. What a fantastic run. Jesus, Andre Dillard's going to break something. Coming over the top. Come on, and defense can't hold him this time. Dragon space in. Kyle Phillips with that run here. We're going to try and confuse him as much as we can. Yeah, thrown away. Pressure was on. And I didn't really see a chance to convert this into something useful. A mesh spot, maybe Chris McAdams going to go around the outside. I won't be hitting that target. Looking for Okonkwo, looking for Antwane Wills Jr. Maybe Burks will get free. There we go. That's Antwane Wills picking up a first down. 3 for 6 and 66 yards. Today, not the most productive day at the moment for Will Levis. I'd like to get something in terms of a field goal at least. Maybe something more, as Tyjae Spears is stopped quite emphatically here. Will Levis trying to hear the coach. Let's go the double cross here. Clock will run down. 2-minute warning hits us. 7-14 at home. We're gonna go with the verticals here. Again, Antwane Wills Jr., I like that route. I don't think Okonkwo will get free. He's got superstars covering him. And there we go. I really like what he's doing here. 75 yards for Will Levis. That's another 9 on the pickup. First and 10. Again, let's do that again. Let's just keep pounding this one here. It does feel like a good setup. Antwane Wills pushing forward here. 5 and 8 for 86 yards. 1 minute 28. I don't think that his helmet is looking too good, so we might switch that out. Kyle Phillips is going to get a shot here. Oh, we could get Okonkwo back there. We could get Okonkwo back there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go with Okonkwo, and we run. Oh, and we go down. Oh, we go down after a long run. I don't know why they were shifting so far up front. But Chig and Okonkwo just go free there. And they were trying to blitz. Great catch here. And then a good run as well. Felt like that was a good one. Alright, next up, let's try bench. Burks, maybe, well, Burks or Phillips should be available. Incomplete. 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line. Ooh, what's that? Ooh, tension's building here. Tight end angle, of course. Antwane Wills. Okonkwo, of course, the primary receiver. But I tell you what, this is just the safer option. And there we go. Momentum fully stacked as Antwane Wills Jr. breaks into the end zone. And we go up with our 3rd touchdown in the first half. He just had the better route. The outrunners didn't really like those too much. Catch, turn, and in. And Will Levis joining this. Come on, defense. There we go. 7 seconds at our own 30-yard line. Well, we're going to go with the 94 Will. Just want to get a run. Just want to get some yards. And that should be that. Ooh, we almost broke through there. Clock will run down. And that will be the second half, the second quarter. And we will now be entering the second half, which is what I wanted to say. So there we go. Looking a pretty equal passing yardage, better for us. Yeah, run it inside, of course, that will be the target. Defend the short pass, we will keep doing that. We're going to kick off deep right. Let me just try this here. Is this going to work out or is this going to suck? Squib kick. Did that work? Did that do something in our favor? I don't know. 27-yard line. Well, okay-ish. Josh Jacobs here. Shown 43 yards today. 1 touchdown. 6.1 on average. Come on, defense. That's quick. Caleb Williams is not messing around, man. He is not messing around. We get to start again at the 25-yard line. Yikes. I'm just going to say yikes. Tyjae Spears eaten up after only 2 yards on the game. Which one do we go for? Zone split, weak, inside zone split. Where's the curved inside zone? I want to have that one. Let's go with the gun flood. I don't want to overdo it with the passing, but I just feel like... Kyle Phillips, beautiful evasion here. Wow, after getting a new deal, he shows what he can do. He shows what he can do. He shows that he's deserving of that contract. Liking that one. Super short bullet pass, weaving around number 38 here. That was beautiful, man. Trying a stiff arm on number 29, Will Levis. Letting the offense know what he wants to do. Halfback base verticals, bench pivot, not quite sure. 13 seconds. All right, quick adjustment, double slants. Go, 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 go. Yep. Coverage was there. Didn't like this one too much, to be honest. Felt like going with it still, but other plays might have been more effective here. We're eaten up. Again, 3rd and 10. We're not getting anything on this drive here. Level sail. Let's go with this one. Can we hit Okonkwo or Burks? Those are my primaries, I would say. And here we go. Phillips push back, 4th and 2. The question is, what do we do now? Do we punt it or do we trust that we can get those yards? I feel like we should go for this. It's gonna be hard. I might be cursing around after this, but we get it. All right, 1st and 10. There we go. We're the reigning Super Bowl champions. I mean, we have to play with a little bit more vigor than other teams, I reckon, right? So Kyle Phillips tired at the moment. I've got Burks, I've got Wells. Like those routes. Ooh, almost a pick here by Malachi Moore. Risky throw. Zone weak. Let's go with this one. Left-hand side run. And off we go. 77, go for a block. This is Spears, and we're out. We are out. We're running, and we get taken out. And that's an injury. Oh, crud. Tyjae Spears gets the yards, but also picks up an injury here. Don't like seeing this. I don't like seeing this. Inside zone, Derrick Henry. I feel like that run might actually work. Off we go. Jaelyn Tyjae, man! You gotta push around him. Can't even shed a tackle, man. Wide corner. Come on, let's go. Chig Okonkwo. I got Burks on the tight route. There we go. More or less what I wanted. Wow. Jaelyn Tyjae just sort of kills him. Injury timeout for my wide receiver number 1. Now all you're going to do is break Chig Okonkwo, then my tight end number 1 is going to be broken as well. Alright, so the rushing yards better for the Raiders, the passing yards better for us at the moment. We still need 60 more rushing yards. This is hard. This is hard. Let's go with this one here. Just quickly adjust. Chris McAdams going to go towards the left-hand side here. Clicking, and I'm down. 6 yards here. It's extremely hard picking up points here. Tell you that. Points and yards, of course. The pass game, of course, something that works a little bit better. I mean, it was supposed to be a rain game. Let me just return to that one here. It is a stupid bug, but doesn't really matter too much. Gun Y curl. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Let's go. Inside zone. Quick reshuffle. Chris McAdams. Let's go. Let's go, 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 go. Just powering forward. 4th and 1. 2 yards. All right. This'll be a field goal. It's 4th and 1. I mean, we could try and just go for it. But I don't see any of my running backs to really get that done for sure, you know? There we go. Perfectly timed. We get those points. It's 24 versus 14. It's tight. It's a tight game. Caleb Williams really putting up a fight. Come on, defense. Come on, defense. And they score a field goal, which means they are within striking distance here. So Tyjae Spears is back. Gonna go left. Let's go an ISO. Just straight into the fray. Push, 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 and there we go. 3 yards, timeout. Let's go this one here. 94 Will towards the left-hand side. Again, let's just adjust here. Ah, guys! Seriously, come on. Run game is not working. It's not working at the moment. I'm gonna go with a mesh spot here. Antwane Wills, Josh Whyle, Okonkwo on the turnaround. Fuck! Max Crosby with an injury here, and the ball comes out. 59-yarder. 59-yarder. Okay. Slightly off towards the left. And that was bad. That was really bad. How could that happen? Come on, defense. It's basically, we have to rely on our defense now. Come on, team. All right, defense turns it over. We've got 25 seconds left. Yikes. All I can say is yikes. That kind of hurt. Come on. I can't get any distance done here on the running. It's not working. It is not working. Let's go with the zone fake jet here. I bet you that's not going to work. Kaboom. There we go. Tyjae Spears, and there we go. Just pushed in the back here. Gonna try and call a timeout now. I know I could just take the win, but inside zone, left hand side. I want to get those 150 yards. I want to have those points. But my offensive line is so bad at just keeping the space, you know, just creating space for the runners. At the moment, it's not working. I mean, we take the win, so I'm not going to be frustrated. I am a little bit pissed that we don't get the 150 yards, though. Would have liked to get those. Anyways, 24 versus 17. Final score here. Caleb Williams and Will Levis. Clapping hands. It's a better score for Will Levis. 160 yards, 58% completion rate. Caleb Williams, 68% completion rate. 136 yards on the rushing side. Quick math, we didn't get it. 102 plus 12, that's not enough. Sucks, man. 124. And we really tried. 17 freaking attempts. 6.0 per attempt. But Henry and McAdams not really pulling their weight here. On the receiving side, Chig Okonkwo was good as again. We had Antwane Wills Jr. with a touchdown. But again, we had drops. Antwane Wills dropped it. Chig Okonkwo dropped it. Kyle Phillips. Treylon Burks, 2 drops and an injury. That wasn't a very good game for him. Kenneth Murray Jr., solo tackle leader. Total tackle leader, Danny Stutzman, the midline backer. Tackles for loss, quite a few. 2 sacks for Jeffrey Simmons, 1 sack for Tier Tart, that is positive, and 1 interception by Christian Fulton. Preparing for conditions like that is near impossible, so it must be a relief to be standing here as the winner. Well, absolutely, we did our best to formulate a plan of attack, but that all goes out the window the second you step on the field and into an inch of water, which we didn't, because it was super sunny. Weathered the storm, entire team earned 1000 XP. Okay. Didn't achieve our target, but we got the win, so that has to count for something. Apart from that, looks like a new injury here. That will be Treylon Burks, 4 weeks with a dislocated hip. Ouch, that's gotta hurt. So wide receiver number 1 and number 2 are out. Kyle Phillips is gonna be my starting wide receiver for the next 3 weeks. Yeah. How do I feel about that? I'm not sure. On the other hand, it's realistic. Injuries happen. You can't plan those. All right, deal done. Guys, we're doing it. We're sending Amani Hooker to the Patriots. We are receiving Knox, who is a 21-year-old free safety. Going to be showing him to you in a second. We're basically offloading the problem that we might have had towards the end of the season. And we're also adding a 6th-round pick to that. Plus, we are kind of circumventing the task of finding a suitable replacement here. I feel like we have a setup that can work. Terrell Bridges for the moment, but Knox also as a player that can take over. Right, so here we go. This is the new setup at free safety. You've got Terrell Bridges, 26 and 80 rated at the moment, who's the starter. And I've got Derrick Knox here as well, 2174 with a hidden depth trait. And I'm actually pondering if I should drag him up because he might just be the guy to help us out here. On the other hand, he's super young and he is still quite a ways off of the overall. Terry Bridges is a fantastic backup to have. Both players usually get snaps anyways, so I might just edit that in the depth chart. All right, but for the time being, this is where I'm gonna be cutting the episode. Kind of solved that problem that I was talking about in the game. Overall, I am very pleased. Hope you're as well. I hope you're liking what you're seeing. Hope you're enjoying these games as much as I'm really having a roll right now. And yeah, as always, guys, thank you so much for being here. If you enjoy this, please drop a like and subscribe. And as always, see you next time.